How are you now?
Howdy.
Hey friends, thanks for coming along on the adventure. Today we are out on Keene Creek, Jackson County. It's a non-EHS 20-acre claim, as known as Keeler Gold. And I'm saying it funny like that so I don't say killer. This claim is actually owned by our good buddy Patty. You've seen him around with us, kicking it all the time. And this claim is going up for sale. We're going to help him get it listed. He's doing a new home remodel with that new baby they just had. And this claim is technically a turnkey, meaning that it comes with a 3-inch hibanker dredge combo. So you buy the claim, you're ready to go. With that, we're going to find a place to set up. There is a little bit of water in the creek still, so we'll make a little pond, gather some material, and do some high banking. Pitter patter. Oh, yeah, right now I'm at the bottom of the claim. Yeah, so pitter patter, well, let's get at her. Forgot my own name for a second. Had to do 2 intros. So right here at the bottom of the claim, there is already a trail cut down. Nice little flat area for setting up. Creek is right there. Barely a trickle right now, but I guess we're gonna go up towards the middle of the claim and go check that out. Apparently there's a big culvert up at the top, and that's what marks the top of the claim. You can see right here at the bottom of the claim, plenty of parking, full-size RVs. The road all the way up here is gravel, like so, not even a pothole, all the way up. So it's a few miles up here, but man, it's beautiful drive, easy drive, and just gorgeous old growth. Berry picking everywhere, black caps on the side of the road. Just a neat little spot. Oh yes, I will tell you guys how much this one cost at the end of the video. Oh, stay tuned. All right, walking up from the bottom to the top here. See the road kind of wise off. We'll follow that to the right. So as we round the corner here, you'll see the big culvert. Travis obviously is already jumping down in there. Now the middle of that culvert pretty much marks the top of the claim. So that side of the culvert belongs to someone else. This is the top of the claim. And you can even see there's actually another spur road that runs down the other side of the creek, which is going to make getting your equipment. Oh, look at little baby.
Well, I know mine.
Oh, make you get your equipment down there that much easier. Near the top of the claim, maybe 50 feet from the culvert. That culvert's going to be right about there. A little spur road comes down here. We don't have quite enough water to try to do any high banking, I don't think. Maybe just do some panning. But I came right above the creek. Huge bench deposit. This whole thing is a big old bench deposit. You can see Patty's actually already done a hole here. You know, got a good couple feet down and pulled some nice finds right off the top. Go check out the creek a little bit more. Okay, so the creek does a Y. So you know everything before this Y, when this is overflow, where Patty and the baby are, that'll come up. So all of that is going to be loaded with gold, and everything in between the island is another bench deposit. There's some cool signs.
Yeah, that's a hole.
Big rocks, cobbles, deposits, super heavy quartz. Full of iron. See, it's all rusted.
Some 8 and 10-inch trout in Palmer Creek, by the way. Oh, nice. I mean, those are pan fries. Yeah, I mean, you know, 8 to 10 inches. Trout.
Sure if that's going to actually show on video, but boy howdy, is that a big bear print. Big bear, he's iron tough. Big bear, bear lover, do you need assistance? So we're not for certain if we got any big enough pools to set this up. I am going to pull it out and show you guys though this whole machine, because this is what does come with the claim. I'm imagining by the end of the month there'll be enough water here to do some serious dredging and high banking. So you can see Patty actually did bring out the full, we got a 3-inch dredge nozzle. We're gonna actually pull this whole thing up and set up. It'll be a lot more easier for me to explain. But for now, let's go do some panning and see if we want to pull this thing out or not. Pitter patter. Travis is working up the bank right around the corner where that makes its first bend. Right before this makes that Y and kind of goes up what I believe to be an old channel. There's a beautiful bench. I'm gonna see if there's anything deposited and all that, because there's a lot of cobbles and different size rock layers, big rocks, bedrock, cobble pay layer. So I'm gonna take a test pan from there and see if anything comes up. All right, so what I've done is gone above the bigger rock here and kind of just under where I see all this cobble laying here. I didn't bring a classifier down with me, just a little Freddy. I'm gonna take all this, I'm gonna put it in my pan and maybe get about a 1/2 to 3/4 of material. I'm not necessarily expecting to see color yet, but what I do want to see is if there are black sands and the color of the dirt, to see if there are any irons or reds to show me if I am wasting my time or not. So Travis was just up there where there was already a dredge hole, and what he did was take the fresh material off of the dredge hole to tell us if there's any new gold coming down the creek, because that's already been dredged. So not much light here, but there are 2 itty bitties. Can't even call them. There, you know. Oh, 5 poop. Hey, look. If I zoom in on it, it makes the gold look big. I should start like that. There's my finger. Ew, you need to clean your nails, Kevin. See, there you go. Gold.
Actually, there's a couple of rough pieces.
Gold. They are pretty rough, aren't they?
Yeah.
Chunky. That is kind of chunky. So yeah, there is new gold coming down.
Yeah.
Got my pan about half full. I'm going to go ahead and start picking out all the big rocks. Now, I don't see much clay stuck to them. If there was clay on the top layer, I would actually take the time to clean those rocks off to make sure I get all the gold off them. I'll just pick these out real quick, and then we'll do a really quick pan production fast style and see what's in there. So did the first pan, saw nothing but a micro, but there were some of those heavy rod cinnabar rocks and quartz. So I decided to go a little bit deeper. We'll try another pan. If not, maybe try the other side. Maybe go check some chi roots. There's a lot of fresh fallen trees. We're gonna head down the creek a little ways, since we're just here at the very tippy top of the claim. Do some more testing down the way, but before we do, there's a nice big fallen tree right here. Just got my pan. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna knock some material off of in here into my pan and see if there's anything, because why not? Seen other guys do it and find gold. Figured Kevin should try it too. All right, there's the dirt from underneath the tree. Here's a puddle. Let's make some chocolate milk and see if we find any color. So I think there would have been more if I would have took the time to clean that better, clean the mud out of that clay. But there's a piece and a couple 5 poops hidden in here, and that's up on that bench deposit. So, oh geez, that tree right there, creek right here. So that means at least from here, because this is a huge wall, so there's probably, you know, not gold going up that, but from the creek all the way going up there is going to be gold. All right, I don't think we're going to pull this whole thing out and set it up, but I'm going to, guys, you know, show you guys quick what it is. Whoever decides, if they decide to buy the claim, we will pull this out, set this whole thing up, and show it to you running. If you've seen a hibanker, you've seen most of them. If you want to know and actually see one running, you know, YouTube hibankers, we've got a lot of videos on them too. This is the Keene. This is pretty sweet. So this will actually set up for your crash box. So you can either shovel in there, see how the spray bars goes, and that'll clean all your material and the big rocks wash out the back, and drop down your sluice box. Or You put your hose in right there and you actually dredge with this thing, and the same thing happens that way. Wait, what kind of nozzle? How big is your nozzle that you got right now?
It's a 3-inch dredge.
It is a 3-inch. It is a 3-inch dredge hibanker combo, and with even the Honda GX200 with the Keene 2.5-inch pump on it. That setup alone, if you try to buy it, not even with the hoses, is going to run you $2,800. A 3-inch nozzle alone is like $250. And then you can also see kind of engineered some more here, so you can actually have high pressure right here at your hibanker. That makes it really nice. You just stick a hose on there. It makes it really nice for cleaning the bedrock, and then you just come back and shuck her all up. Well, yeah, that's pretty much that. But yeah, if anyone actually wants to see it set up and run, I'd happily pull it out and set it up for you.
They're in good shape, the hoses.
He's also got pretty much brand new 250 foots.
Yep.
250-foot lay flat hoses with the quick on and off. So if you're high banking, you can have your high banker 100 feet away from where your water source is. So yeah. And I would say that pump with on a 3-inch would probably carry 20 feet with 6 foot of uplift, maybe 8 foot of uplift, depending on how far you are. But yeah, you can get 20 foot of hose out of that.
An issue, and
No.
then tears it up for like 5 hours or more on one tank of gas.
Ooh.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, and my weak little arms pulled it out with one hand, so easy peasy. You got any cool stickers? Because that makes, oh look, yeah, look, there's cool stickers on it already that don't tread me. That takes it up, the value by at least 10%. It also helps. Oh look, those ones, all those down there, each one of those is 5% more gold recovery. Yep. So you are set up, ready to rock and roll. Oh, I love it. The beginning of fall. Anyway, was that another owl? No, that was not. Okay. Beginning of fall in Oregon. All the leaves are starting to change colors. We're going to take a nice little, maybe 20-minute drive back down into the town of Applegate and go have some lunch and a soda pop. Driving back from Patty's Gold Claim, and look, it's a flamingo. Everywhere we go, it's destiny. All right, so let's talk about the claim. I'm going to try to answer as many of the questions that I know most of you are going to ask. It's 20 acres. It is non-salmon essential. It is in Jackson County. It is about 20 minutes from the Applegate. The road is not necessarily paved, but it is graveled with no potholes all the way up. You could put a 36-foot RV in there and then park another one next to it. So yes, there is camping. There's not quite water year-round, obviously. We showed that, but there will be in the next 2 to 3 weeks. Where it is located, we don't get enough snow there, so that can be worked all winter. So you can basically work that claim from October, I'm assuming probably till about late June, July is when it runs out of water. It comes with a 3-inch dredge hibanker Keene combo. That machine and a Honda GX 200 motor with a 2.5-inch Keene pump. You can't find those. You can't. They'll run you about $2,800 or more for that entire system without even the hoses and the nozzles. So that being said, with the location, non-salmon essential, the machine that's with it, the starting asking price on this claim is $7,500. If I go out there in 2 or 3 weeks and go punch a 1-yard hole and prove that it's worth $20 or more a yard, which being that gold's going over $1,800 an ounce right now, that claim could go up by another $1,000. I think I've covered pretty much everything. Patty, thanks for letting us come out and play. I appreciate you letting us help get it listed and sold for you. I think that's going to do it for us, guys. If you have any questions, you can email us. It takes me a lot longer to find the emails because of where we're at. Facebook is the easiest way to get a hold of us, unfortunately. But with that, as always, guys, get that shiny.